running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Baby, come on, let's go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Check, 42's the mic. Go, go, go. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. I'm here all day. He's check. Crash, crash.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Watch 36. 36 the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check the backer, check the backer. Shoot. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Kill.
And that is incomplete here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Las Vegas.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Another carry for the running back.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. This the high school build.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
They'll take over.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Raiders 7, Bills 0.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
The score, Raiders
a little
10,
brief second of indecision there. Was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and you know, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
Miles Sanders on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that.
Good.
Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Miles Sanders now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Miles Sanders on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on
Some of these play calls,
It's now 3rd
I think they're a little
and 8.
conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
36. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 36 to Mike. Come off the ball hard. Mike, 36. 18 Cardinals.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Tackle made at
It'll be a gain of 10 to start
line.
the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And a Raider first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Double tight. 3 down, 3. Check smash. 3 down. Watch twist. Twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Check 55 to Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 5-5. Mike 5. Squeeze, double. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Las Vegas.
Okay, ready? 3 and 4. Scoop. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 4.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The kicker.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Is good.
Point after, right
Makes
down the middle. And
Raiders
the route is on here in this first
Bills
half.
Nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
90 is a mic. Let's get the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
36, 36.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hawk 70. Trap 60.
Hey, check 24.
Go, Rig. Go.
Check 43. Sponge.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Jerry Jeudy.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
56 is the mic. Check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 3rd down.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Pick up the ball. Mike, 36.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 9-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
You won't see me in your 52.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Marr is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
53's the mic. Army. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now.
53, Mike 53. Let's go, B.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Las Vegas first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Mike 53. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The ball carried.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Watch left. He's tight right there. 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check pass. Mike 36. Mike 36. I don't think you got it, son.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to Miles
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
52's the Mike. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the
and you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The second down.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you. 36 to Mike. I got it.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, turn it up. He's checking Craig. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Mike. 56 is the mic.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up
the Raiders on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7.
The mic, boys, 56.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the safety creep. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check 25.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tighten up. 56 the mic.
2nd and 5. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Number 53.
Completion here to Claypool. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
It's a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
It's going to be a long day.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter,
the kick is
and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here for Sanders.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check safety, check.
Hawk 70.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check your hot read.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 37. Check 37.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete
The pickup goes for
Judy.
16 and a Raider first down.
16 yards. First down, Raiders.
53 is the mic.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
41.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here for Sanders.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tanner Muse came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Brandon.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get this down to the 10.
The pass.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 48, Bills 3. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Miles Sanders on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
60 Bison. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's called Mike 42.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.